Now the next thing we have is value added tax, that is commonly known as VAT. Now what is VAT? VAT is another form of sales tax collected by a state government. It is not in addition to the sales tax, it is not a different type of tax, it is just another form of sales tax. How was sales tax collected? Sales tax used to be collected from the consumer when the consumer used to pay the shopkeeper a certain amount of tax. That a tax would go to the government. Now this leads to a lot of underbilling, a lot of under tax paying by the shopkeepers and the customers. So what is done is that we introduced value added tax. Now this tax is paid at various levels. This is not paid in one stage, this is paid in various stages. So the first seller pays the government a tax on the selling price of his or her good. The second seller then, like for if a producer sells a thing for rupees 500 to a trader. If a producer sells a thing for rupees 500 to a trader, the tax percentage is 5%. Now the trader is charged with a tax of rupees 5 upon 100 into 500, so this is rupees 25. This is the tax paid by the trader. Rupees 25 tax is paid by the trader. So the cost to the trader is rupees 500 plus rupees 25. Now this tax goes to the government directly. Now if the trader sells this product for rupees 600 to the shopkeeper, now the shopkeeper, how much tax does the shopkeeper pay? The shopkeeper pays a tax of 5% on 600, right? So this is 5 upon 100 into 600, that is equal to rupees 30. Now this is the tax paid by the shopkeeper to the trader. Now if the shopkeeper pays a tax of rupees 30 to the trader, now this 30 rupees does not go to the government as a whole. The government only charges on the value added by the trader. So how much is the value added by the trader? It's rupees 600 minus rupees 500. So it's equal to rupees 100, right? So the tax given by the trader to the government is rupees 5 upon 100 into rupees 100. Now this rupee 100 is the value added by the trader. So this is rupees 5. Now this tax goes to the government. Goes to the government. Now if the shopkeeper sells this product for rupees 800 to the consumer, if the shopkeeper sells this thing for rupees 800 to the consumer pays a tax on rupees 800 and pays it at 5%, which comes out to be equal to rupees 40. So this is the tax paid by the consumer. So this is tax paid by the consumer. So the consumer pays a tax of rupees 40. But how much tax goes to the government? The tax goes to the government on the value added. What is the value added? It's rupees 800 minus rupees 600, that is rupees 200. So the value added is rupees 200. 5% of 200 is rupees 10. So rupees 10 tax is paid by the shopkeeper to the government. So this is tax to the government. Now rupees 25 goes to the government, rupees 5 goes to the government, and rupees 10 goes to the government. So the total tax that goes to the government is equal to rupees 25 from here, rupees 5 from here, and rupees 10 from here. So this is equal to rupees 40. So total tax of rupees 40 goes to the government, but it goes in 3 stages. First charged to the producer, then to the trader, and then to the shopkeeper. And the consumer, in the end, the customer or the consumer pays a tax of rupees 40. This tax will always be equal to the total tax added. So in the end, the consumer is paying the tax, same as in sales tax. The consumer is to pay the tax. In this also, the consumer is paying the tax, but it is collected by the government in 3 stages. First from the producer, then from the trader, and then from the shopkeeper. So total tax is rupees 40, collected in 25, 5 and 10, 3 stages. So this is the whole concept of value added tax.